What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast, The Pull Up. And today we have a special guest in the building. Listen, this is a veteran artist that's been giving you music from in the 80s up until right now. He gave you hits like Shower Me With Your Love, I Want You Back, Say What, Let It Flow, and so much more. You know, we have in the building today, we have Mr. Singing Melody in the building today. What's going on, big boss?
Blessed love, Moso. It's been a what an introduction. But it's been a wonderful moment. I'm great, man. Giving thanks for life and just happy to be around still, there's so many of us has left the reggae scene for a while, and whether in health and in music. So I'm happy to still be relevant up till today, yeah?
Definitely. When I introduced you as a veteran artist, what went through your mind? Because you remember coming in when you're just trying to break into the business, getting one and two songs, and then now you have somebody introducing you as a veteran artist. What does that feel like?
Well, I still think I don't deserve that to be called veteran as yet, because there's so much. When I look at my peers and people who have been in the game long before I do, I look up to them. If you say young veteran, then that sounds more like I'm climbing the ladder. But I am grateful for whatever it may come my way, because people must have seen something even bigger than what I see, at all times, based upon my contribution in the music. So I'm very honored to be called legend. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And why do you think you have staying power from, again, back in the 80s until right now, 2024? Because again, I could just imagine how many artists, singers, DJs, even sound systems you've seen and go and come. Where do you think you really have that staying power in the business?
Well, I think it's really the uniqueness of oneself and how different I am compared to my other peers, not taking anything from them, but I guess every one of us have this distinct sound and also a distinct way of doing things. Some people may say, I have arrived and, I don't need to work anymore. I just need to just cherish this moment that I've created. I don't look at it like that. I always look at it like, I'm still trying to become successful. I'm still trying to get young other fans base. I still trying to tap into the younger generation. I'm still trying to know more things. I'm still trying to enjoy what the young people are creating. So therefore I could stay relevant. I could know what's happening and I could stay within the mix. It's always a thing with music. If you try to look at yourself too much, you will miss others and miss other opportunities. So for me, what actually kept me in this game for so long and still relevant is because I appreciate where the music is. I'm not happy with everything about it, but I appreciate where it is, and I can see where other people are coming in and trying to do the same thing that I am doing. So I'm really honored. Like when somebody walk up to me and say, "Mr. Melody, what you doing?" Why, it's been an honor to finally meet the eye. It's really like wow. I mean, so this is all of what I've just said is really just being timeless. You know what I mean? And being timeless meaning that you meet the demand of the people and you satisfy your fan base and you keep growing.
For sure, because you're never afraid to try new styles, new sounds, always evolving, always trying, always sounding different, but still at the same time keeping your core essence of who Singing Melody is while still in a new groove.
Right. You said it absolutely correct. Yeah, man. And that's what it is, music is life, I have a program that I'm about to kick off sometime closer to the end of this year. It's called What is Life? And, life gives you an opportunity to grow and to evolve and to be among other people who are creating. And one of the things that I that actually helps me in this business as well is that the people who helped me in the past are still there. You know, I don't throw them to the curb and say, oh, that was then. You know, I still, you know, reach out to them and from time to time, you know, and use them as my core base of capturing certain sounds and, you know, and still maintaining a certain ingredients within the music. When it comes to making quality music and making all different kind of music, I have people in every category and every genre can able to help and assist, you know, and it's not like I'm doing it by myself, you know, that kind of thing. Most of the time you talk to artists, they're just talking about themselves, but most more likely and more importantly, the people who help them on the journey, you don't hear much about those people. You know what I mean? So I still think that there's value within everything that we do called life, and we just have to keep learning and appreciating each other. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Singing melody alone couldn't do it. Sanchez alone couldn't do it. Um, Barris alone couldn't do it. There's so much of us that actually make up this genre called reggae music. You know, you have the foundation and then you have the foundation and follow the foundation and then after that you have the new foundation and the thing just keep growing. You know, it's a mix of people who come together to serve. And you know, music is like that and life is like that.
For sure, 100% agree. Talking about that, I know you have a big show coming up in Toronto Mother's Day weekend, the 10th, 11th, 12th, all right? I
Yeah.
know when it comes to Toronto, you have a real love affair, and the audience has a love affair with you, either you as singing melody or you in the group as Lust. Why do you think you have such a love affair with the Toronto people?
I tell this story so much time, Muscle. But one of the things that I think why I'm so in love with Canada is because Canada was really one of the first major country I've traveled to when I was just coming up in the music. And my first show in Canada didn't work out. It was a dance, and then when I arrived there, just the promoter and him bridging them at the party. So we say, warm to the people, man. It's like he might say, boy, I not come from over there, son. New York him come from, and, you know, him not really too know about the promotion thing in Canada, so him beg a bridging deal with it, and it does never work out. However, from there, I decided I wanted to build a fan base in Canada. So I kept coming back, you know, for different promoters, limited amount of promoters, really. It's just since of lately I start to really work with other promoters, but I normally like to be loyal and stick to the people who actually, you know, in my corner and making sure that things are good. So anytime you step out of line with that, sometimes things don't really work out, you know. When you try new promoters, when you try promoters who have never kept show before, all sort of thing happen. So I wanted to build a fan base in Canada, so it kept me coming back. And over the years, I kept on bringing the music there, you know, doing a radio interview, a like a dub plate session with the sound system operators because I wanted that niche. I wanted that niche because I know it was a big thing, and Canada is actually one of the biggest market, otherwise from the US. And I wanted to have a strong fan base there. So that's what kept me coming there, and that's why I have so much love for Canada. You know what I mean?
For sure. And the people them love you same way. Since you love coming here so much, do you have a one particular memory in your mind of a show that you performed, and this would never leave you in Toronto that you performed on this show?
There was a show that actually kept up the ice skating ring. I think it was it was a rodeo, some rodeo part. It was me, Cocotte, Wayne Wonder, and a few more artists on that show. That show was the one of the biggest, and there's many more. There's one I've done with, I think, with Shabba. There's one I've done with. There's so many of them, but the one that with Cocotte that actually stuck in my mind is because that was an iconic moment for me and Cocotte on stage and Wayne at the same time and Sugar Minott. And that show actually brought me a lot of good vibe, you know. And yes, I've done many shows in Canada, and yes, everything has been great, and I enjoy every performance. And the audience are always warm and receptive to my music. So I don't think I've ever had a dull moment, but that one show that actually stuck in my mind, and got stuck in my mind, and from then. Every time I ask this question, someone asks me this question, that's the show I could actually pinpoint on and say that was a moment.
Yeah, especially somebody, as you said, with Coca T, Wayne Wonder, Sugar Minded. So it's like the younger youth, them I call you and Wayne Wonder, the younger youth, them at that time, and the veterans would be Coca T and Sugar Minded. So it's like they're almost passing you the torch, say, okay, youth, go on, go perform.
Yeah. So you see the moment we are talking about. So now you understand. It's like me and Wayne, we are come from ground zero together. We used to go dance together and hang out together and help each other, to get the mic and things. So it was more like a dance hall thing where, me I bring Wayne with me, and because Wayne kind of new to the dance hall and never kind of take on to it. So me have to show him the road and came with me everywhere, every dance. So me I go, we used to up on a sound name, Youth High Power and thing, and we used to just go whole heap of country dance together and build. So we build with confidence from there on. And, so I haven't seen Wayne in a long time. And then when we finally get linked up on that show, it was just a moment. It's like the elders, them a pass off the torch. And I say, yes, you, I don't know. So, shortly after that, Wayne getting big song, and things. So, it was a good vibe. I got Want You Back at the time. It was major. And, so there was a lot of good moments for Canada. Canada will always go down in the history of the most traveled country in the world.
For sure. All right. So you're a seasoned performer. All right. You've been here a million times. Outside of performing, what do you like to do while you're in Toronto?
I like to visit old friends. There is, when I said Canada is like, it's like the most important country, one of the most important countries, because I also have a lot of friends. While traveling to Canada, I met a lot of people that become solid brethren, and people like yourself, and a lot of people who I've known and met. So when I come to Canada, I use the time out, to check one and few people. Jane and Finch, I always go down this go check one and two people, because this was the foundation, the root, of me coming to Canada. And also, just to do a few things. I try to find most of the time the places that they fly model aircraft and thing, the airship. I normally like to visit them and things like that, because I'm big into that too. I'm big into aeronautics. So I'm always looking, when I come to Canada, I always want to go see what's new and what the guys are doing, at the field. And so it's a bunch of different things. I've attempted many times to go into the tower, but never actually got the opportunity to do so. And I come to Canada so much. I have been to Canada so much, and never actually going to the State Tower. I am scared as hell to go in here. So I actually go right at the foot and turn back.
Yeah.
So when you ask me what to do this time, hopefully, I can get the opportunity to go there, but it's always a challenge for me to go up in that elevator.
Yeah. So then I guess
I say, yes, you are going to attempt it today. And we said to my brother, say, yo, we're going to do this tomorrow.
So I guess they'll never get you to do the skywalk, because there's a thing when you go up, you could go outside and walk around the rim outside there.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You know what I say? I go almost to the elevator to go inside the elevator to go upstairs. And it never happened. So when it's the things to do now, it kind of ring my mind, and I say, I wonder if we should attempt it this time. But I don't know. Let's see. Let's see where
this goes. And you're talking about Toronto. You'll be back in Toronto. It's a 3-day show. It's Friday, May 10th, which is called Tribute to the Legends, which features yourself, Glenn Washington, Norris Mann, Professor Nuts, Thriller You, and so much more. And then the Saturday, you're going to Pickering,
Yeah,
which is
which
called
is
Unite the People.
Diamond's Launch.
Yes, which features you, Richie Stevens, Norris Man, Thriller You, and so much more again. And then the final day, this is Mother's Day, downtown at Rebel. This is the big day here. This is called Wonderful Vibrations, featuring yourself, Luciana, Richie Stevens, Turbulence, Glenn Washington, Lieutenant Stitchy, and so much more. Listen, this is 3 big days in the city. What could they expect from somebody like Singing Melody on a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday in your place that you love to perform? What can we expect from you?
All right. So here how I do it. I look at it as at each location should be able to get a treat. And this is how I look at show business whenever I'm touring or performing anywhere in any country. You see, where you're going is very important. But the most important thing is to make sure you bring your A game at all times. One of the things I always say to people, the fans don't come to bring our vibes to you. Is you come to bring the vibes to them. So whatever vibes you will bring is what you will receive back in return. So I always tell people, expect more, and more. Because at the end of the day, performance to me is like every audience you meet, it's like you get a different vibration from them. So I want to use this opportunity to basically solidify my space to say, I've been coming here, I know you, and I know exactly how you feel. I know what you want, and I'm here to deliver. And that's basically what I'm coming to Canada. One of the greatest thing about this event, these 3 events coming up, Kings of Kings is back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Kings of Kings presentation. We don't even call it promotion. It's a presentation because it has so much different meaning to each shows. You understand? Tribute to the legend. You understand? Unite the people. And wonderful vibration. Just think about the moment and then you understand what each moment represents. And that's what the artists themselves should represent along with the people.
Makes total sense there, you know what I mean? Because as you said, it's tributes to legend, unite the people, and wonderful vibrations, which they'll get 3 nights across the city.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And that is Mother's Day weekend. So then this is what I'm going to say to you now. Mother's Day weekend. Sing a song that they could expect to hear Mother's Day weekend from you. One song in particular that Toronto people can expect to hear from you.
Wow. That's deep. The dawn is breaking. I like shining through. You're barely waking. And I'm tangled up in you. 'Cause even the best falls down sometimes. Even the wrong words seem to rhyme. Gain out of the doubt that fills my mind. And you somehow find you and I collide. And I could go on and on and on. It is a wonderful vibration. And it is uniting the people. And it is also tribute to the legends. We can't miss this opportunity because I think Kings of Kings picked the right moment to present something to Canada that is so wonderful. Every single artist on this bill has at least 15 to 10 hit songs. So when you think about the show, think about it as you're coming to a concert to be mesmerized by hit songs. That's what we're talking about. You understand? Of course, I can't leave my brother out I Thriller You. I'm going to do it too. So expect the unexpected. You never know. I'm just saying. Like I'm just saying, this is what it is. When Kings of Kings put on something, expect it to be grand and wonderful.
Definitely. Singing melody, it's always an energy, a vibe whenever we sit down and connect. As I said, this is the virtual. When you get to the city, we're going to sit down in the studio and talk again because we spoke over the pandemic. But now is the time to actually have you in the studio when you come up for Mother's Day weekend. You understand?
Man, definitely, man. Definitely. And we're looking forward to it. It is a wonderful vibration. As it's saying, you see the word hard for leave your mouth, Once you start to say wonderful vibration, then everything sets in on a pedestal. It's like everybody wants to be among a wonderful vibration at that time of the year. That time of the year dedicated to mothers. And you have to know, when mama pray is a powerful prayer because it reach out to the universe and pull blessings. So always I said to the mothers, look forward. I am coming. And it ain't going to be pretty. It's going to be beautiful.
Just like that. Leave some info where they can check you out on social media. Any new stuff you have out. All of that good stuff. The floor is yours before I get you out of here. Of course,
I'll be performing my new single as well, titled Fragile. It's really doing exceptionally well. It's on my Vivo channel. The video is now out. For social media, of course, you can follow me on Instagram at Singing Melody. At TikTok is Singing Melody JM. And also, at Twitter is just Singing Melody. At Facebook, Singing Melody Music. And if you're lost, just Google Singing Melody. It is findable. I just said, social is the way to go. And also my website, singingmelodymusic.com/radio on Wednesday. Because, of course, I'm on the radio as well on Wednesday. So, my broadcast throughout the world on Wednesday. But we just want them to know, go to the website to get more information, singingmelodymusic.com. All right? Of course, if you want to clock into the radio, definitely singingmelodymusic.com/radio. All right? So that's it. I mean, if you're lost, just Google Singing Melody. Everything will come up.
If you're lost, you'll be found right there. You understand, Mr. Melody. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for passing through, and we can't wait to see you Mother's Day weekend. That's Friday, May 10th, Saturday, May 11th, and Sunday, May 12th. For tickets and info and everything, check out ticketgateway.com. All the info, all the tickets are there. That's where you'll find out everything. And big up Kings of Kings Promotions, because they are back. You understand?
Yeah, kingsofkingsentertainment.com. Just check them out. They're there. So, you can even check them out, get more information. And also, www.ticketgateway.com, as you rightfully said. Go get the tickets, man. The thing sell off. Is it?
Definitely. Mr. Melody, let me give you an outro and get you out of here for another great conversation. You hear?
Thank you.
No problem. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast, The Pull-Up, and we are out. This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.